I put these all together, glued the ones that I liked, trimmed them, folded them. So these are ready to go. And then I did a couple things with the Tiffany book. This page, what I decided to do was have it one big page because I love the tree. And then I'm making a little folder there, and I got some glue here, so I'm gonna have to do something about that. And then these, remember I said I'll leave these as they were intended. Just fold it in half. In fact, I need to grab my little bone folder here and make sure that those are nice, good folds. And I think you saw everything else. I trimmed these, so those will be in there. And the rest of it you watched me do. Okay, so the next step is putting together the signatures. This is a lot. That's going to be one very full journal. I don't know if I will end up using all of this or not, but first thing I do, I take everything and I organize it by height from tallest to shortest. So now these are all the same size. These are all the same size. Now that's probably the tallest. Whoops. Okay. I never did measure these. Huh. I wonder how much ruffling I will end up putting on. Well, but they'll stick out quite a bit. So I'm going to have to trim those. Let me trim these real quick. Let's take off. That looks good. Okay. All right, so I just start stacking. Start by trying to find all the tall papers that I can find. No, that's sideways. Okay, here we go. And I'm just going to put them in order from tallest to shortest. I like to be able to see all of my pages when I make a signature, which is why I do this. That's a short one. That one goes, does it go back behind? Yeah, those are the same height. So these go back here. Everything's falling around. I'm going to stick those in last because those are fuzzy. Short. As you can see, I'm just stacking them. Super short. Hold on to those. These. One is there. And these are slightly different heights because I didn't measure them. So this one is taller. So this one is going right there. Okay. These are about that height. These aren't all exactly the same because I had to do a lot of trimming. So, let's see how these go. Okay. These are the tallest. And goes right there. Alright, now I'm sticking these in. Let's start with the back ones. This one is the tallest, and he goes right there. Nope. Right there. Oh, there's the slice. Okay, so he goes there. These two next. These are about the same. Okay. Oh. It looks like these two go here. These two go here. That one goes there. And this one, that one goes in there. Okay, so they're still organized by height. Now we add these. Oh, you know what? I didn't trim this one. I need to trim this guy. Decide what I want to do with that. Let's trim that real quick. Sorry, fishy. You lose some tail. Okay. That one. That one. That one. These guys go here. There. Okay, so we know these ones. Maybe easy. Let's see this one. Right there. gosh, this fiber doesn't want to tear. I didn't like the look of this top. It was too scissory, which isn't a word, but I'm of the belief that if you go to college for 4 years and walk out of there with an English degree, you earn the right to make up words as you go through life. And maybe I made up that rule because I can never think of the word, and so I make up my own words, but that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Okay, here we go. And the itty bitties. Okay, so now I need to figure out how many signatures I want. So I'm gonna look at my tall pages. I have 1, 2, oh, forgot that one. Hang on. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 really tall pages. So I'm going to try and do 5 signatures. So what I do is I start from the bottom. And you're probably not going to see all of this on camera, but I deal them out like cards into 5 stacks. So if we're going to have 5 signatures, that's where it starts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, running out of space here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, just barely got them all on camera. And then I just start going. Now, I don't want 2 coffee dyed pages together, so I will probably leave that one out and put that one in instead. Five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and yes, there is a rule that you have to count out loud. If you grew up in the 70s watching Sesame Street and the Electric Company, you know it's a rule. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I hated Electric Company, but I can't count without singing that song. Three, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now just gonna kind of look at what my signatures look like. So I'll take a stack. Okay, and this is a good amount for one signature, not very many, but when you put all these together, you end up with a lot of pages in your journal. So I'll take the stack and I'm just going to start putting it together, making sure that everything is right side up. And I go tallest to shortest. Now I don't like these two right together, so I'm actually going to break these up with the next tallest piece. So when it opens, it'll be like this, so we won't get overwhelmed by print. Sorry, I just realized I might not even have been on camera for that part. Okay. So, if I have that as one signature, that's what that signature looks like. I like that. That looks nice. I can see the mix of different papers. And then the very middle is going to be that one. So that works for me. And then I will clip that so I know that that signature won't get separated. Okay. Now here I have a bright peacock. I'm gonna have bright, 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 but actually, yeah, maybe I'll keep this one in the middle. So the only thing I want to do, I have homemade paper, or handmade paper, handmade paper, handmade paper, none, none. So I'm going to take one of these handmade papers and trade it with this one. So there's a little break in that handmade paper. There, there, there. Okay. So next signature. There we go. Start putting them together. Oh my goodness, you guys. Now I have the electric company counting the 12 songs stuck in my head. Now this one, I have 3 of these in here. This one doesn't have any. So I'm going to pause here and take one of the, I like the dark together, so let's take the light. That also looks nice with that. Put that right there. And then I'm going to take this one and swap it out over here. And that one's going to be a little taller, but that's okay. I don't know if I am a fan of that particular handmade paper there. And I'm gonna have to fix that edge too. I'll do that right now while I'm thinking about it. Or do I want to swap this with a different color? Decisions, decisions, decisions. Oh, this doesn't want to rip. I'll see if I was a diehard junk journaler that would make everybody proud. I would be saving all of these for snippet rolls. And sometimes I do, but I try to not keep everything. My husband teases me all the time. Oh, that looks like something I can make something out of. Better keep it. That one. Didn't even clip. It's all worn out. That'll be kind of neat when you open up together and you have two little peacocks being buddies right there. Okay, so that's 2 signatures. And go for 3. I'm excited to put this one together. I like the way this is coming out. And I just realized I wasn't really paying attention there to make sure I didn't get anything upside down. So I will have to make sure that I do that when I sew them all together. Some people like to put them together so that, you know, it's centered and it goes out, but I like the stack on the bottom. I don't know, that's just my style, what I prefer. It feels more organized, less chaotic that way. So this is a nice neutral one, which will be good in the middle. Give your eye a chance to relax a little bit as you're flipping through. This is kind of cool. Ooh, remember that door, you guys? Oh. Okay, hopefully I'll remember that that would be a good place for it. There's another one I need to split up. Music page. In the middle. I like this part of journal making because it goes really quick and doing this and then sewing the signatures in is something that you can feel like you've accomplished a lot in a short amount of time. I think I'm going to do this one this way. And I might end up doing some kind of pocket here with that. I'd end up trimming that a little. We'll see. We will see. Where's the crease? There it is. All right, there we go. We have our 5 signatures waiting to be sewn in. So to give you an idea, let's grab our cover. Now remember, there's going to be an extra layer of fabric in here and little bits peeking out the top. So these are going to look right now like they're too big for the cover, but they won't be when we're all done. But basically, this will be the journal, so it will be full of signatures. There you can see at the bottom. There you can see how it'll be nice and neat. And then we'll open and have our different signatures going there and there and there. And that will be that. So I have a nice thick black ruffle that will be perfect for here. I will put on. I have to figure out what I want, what kind of fabric I want on the inside, because I can't sew the signatures until I decide that. Because what I do is I take the fabric, I take another piece of cardboard like this, put it on the back of the fabric, sew the signatures onto that, and then I glue that onto here. So to help you envision it, it would be like, it's almost like making another cover. So you have the inside of your cover all done how you want it, and then you have your reinforced spine, and here's where you're going to be sewing in your signatures. And then when it's done, you can take, here's your cover here, so this cover will be laying like this, and then I'll take my inside cover and put it on like that, glue it down, sew it across. Sometimes I just glue it. And the signatures will have been glued like, or sewn like this. So that's how I do my hidden binding. That way you don't see the strings. I know that those are fun. Some people really like that because they hang all their beads, but I like to just do beads here. And the reason I don't like the strings showing is because no matter how well I measure, my strings always end up crooked every time. Something is crooked. Like if you notice here, I took, well, this is intentionally crooked, but this piece of lace was supposed to be straight and it's not. It's leaning a little bit, but thank goodness these are junk journals and not something else, because crooked is okay. So that's that. And there you have it. Stay tuned for more Peacock Journal.